Oh, I thought you meant with this. Oh yeah, do you have the rest to Aaron Phillips? He'll come up again, and then roaster, barista, HR branches. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. HR branches should come up, and then coffee sponsor, coffee cup sponsor, RPDC.
Where should where is that appropriate? Is it during the
Just every
intermission?
now and then. I wouldn't say do it every week. Do we not have any for January?
We're gonna need some, yeah, starting in January.
So yeah, maybe
What's
during
it?
community announcements.
Okay, I
maybe
just wanna
there's
make
one
sure,
opening
hey,
for-
you know, I'm
And
looking.
whenever you're the MC.
Okay, perfect.
Like,
But if nobody knows, then,
and that covers the coffee, the roast, you have it, the stir sticks, the creamer, the sugar. And they get an email once a week. They're in the email.
reminder email.
No, the email.
Oh, they get their, oh, got it.
Says, thank you to our coffee
Yes,
sponsor.
fantastic.
And then they get 30 seconds.
Yep.
In
Okay.
there. And their thing is listed. Let me show you where that is listed. Are we live? Are people hearing us?
They are hearing us. Hello, people. We see there's three of you on there.
Hi, ladies.
Rise and shine.
Wave. Can you see it? Okay. Oh, so I can see it myself. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Right? Oh, wow. It's quite the name.
But it's on your picture. Look, right as your picture.
Oh, that's cool. Just waving to myself. Okay. I'm going to go get my coffee.
All right.
And I'm going to do a couple things in the back office.
Okay.
So I've been taking care of this. So I asked my mom. Yeah. So that's funny.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Listo? Listo.
Venga, venga. ¿Cómo va? ¿Ya? Todo bien. Sí.
Am I ever surprised you in the past?
So I got some things out of the
Now, when I give this out, I give it out with guidelines.
Yeah.
So you see how it has fine print?
Uh-huh.
Don't read this now.
I'll read it now.
Connect with all these people. You know when you want to read this? When you're ready to have a you moment. That moment, read it and then pretend it's your nightmare part instead of mine, and then reach out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Flip.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'll take a look at it.
And whenever you want to get on this stage, you let us know.
Wow.
We'll get you on there.
I will get up there and I'll talk.
What you need to do is go to the 1 Million Pups website and apply.
Right.
And then they'll assign you one of us as your coach.
Oh, exciting.
And then you pick a date and get after it. So you don't fly up there. Coach you a little. It's 6 minutes. Have you seen like the system here?
I have. This is my first time coming.
Okay, so it's 6 minutes where you just tell your story. Who are you? Why you got into what you got into? It's not a pitch. It's just who are you? And then there's 20 minutes Q&A where you can really flash things out. You'll see it today. Have some mental cut off shirts. Well, not the glass. She would know more. She's the leader. I just started the when I got to one of the first things I came to actually, right? People shake hands, meet some people.
Alrighty guys, hello? Alrighty guys, we're running a little bit behind, so it's 9 o'clock right now. We're gonna do a 1 minute warning.
I hear you.
There, Jack. Alrighty guys.
Yeah, let's replace those before you get started. No, you got one down. Yeah, great.
One guy good. One guy good.
One down's looking good. Now when it comes to
But
mics,
this microphone gets you.
Alrighty guys, we're gonna go ahead and get get started. It's 9 o'clock now. We're going to give you a 1 minute warning. Thank you, Patrick. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Wrap them up, please. Wrap up the conversations. Take seats. Take a seat.
Usually it's a lot louder.
Oh, I know. I got it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody. Please have a seat. We're going to get started. Trying to give us a little bit of a warning, but we were out of batteries, so that took up our warning time. So thank you. First of all, we want to welcome everybody to come into 1 Million Cups. It's a pleasure seeing everybody again. I love this place. I am Matthew. I'm going to be the MC today. Matthew with Colorado Junk Removal. We remove any unwanted junk. So if you guys, I don't know, we'll just leave it at that. How about that? 1 Million Cups is a nationwide organization that gets together every Wednesday for a cup of coffee. It's for new entrepreneurs, existing entrepreneurs, and it's just a community-wide, or community-based organization for everybody to get together and spread encouragement with each other in the business community. So we do have some coffee in the back. Our coffee roaster is sponsored by Barista today. Barista's our coffee. It's actually sponsored by HR Branches. Jen, did you want to say anything? HR Branches? With being a sponsor, you get to say something about your business and why you're sponsoring. So here's Jen.
Yes, I definitely would love to. Hello, good morning. Thank you for coming this morning. So I'm Jenny with HR Branches, and we are a local team of HR professionals. We work with the small business owner to define your culture and infuse it into your policies, procedures, processes, training, you name it. So if you are a small business owner looking to incorporate HR into your business model, please come see me, Jenny with HR Branches.
Thank you.
And the coffee cup sponsors, we wouldn't be able to drink the coffee if we didn't have the cups, is by the SBDC and the BBB.
Nobody wants hot coffee in their hands?
No, doesn't work that way. Not everybody is as powerful as you, Flip. So, real quick, after our first presenter, we are going to do community announcements. Please, everybody, silence your cell phones so we can have respect for our presenter. And if you are on Android, please check into our app. It's not there for iPhone yet, but let people know you're here. Let this community grow. We are going to go ahead and get started with our first presenter. Our first presenter is Patrick Nolan with Mountain Mindset Self-Defense Training.
Yeah.
Come on, Patrick.
All right, you're going to hear me coughing this morning. I don't have COVID. I have something in my lungs that Uncle Sam is trying to help me get rid of. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I am.
All right.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm going to introduce my family down here. Emily, Gracie, and Adeline, they're a big part of my world of mountain mindset, right? So here's the short of the long story. December 23rd, 1968, my birth date. It all started 9 months prior. Mountain mindset, right? Mom and Dad, Minnesota winter. They had protection, but I made it through. What's that tell you? Mountain mindset.
Mountain mindset.
I'm like, let's go!
Yeah.
The whole way, all the way.
All the way.
From there, I'm the youngest of 9. I have basically been brought up in a Brady Bunch family. Dad had 5, and then with my mom had 4, so there's 9 of us. A lot of free ass kickings for this guy because I'm the youngest, right? Starting out, here we go. This is just kind of, it's like filling up the bucket little by little, just dripping in things that happened in my life. Growing up, it was very challenging. Being the youngest, you'd think I'm the baby of the family, and it's like, oh, Patrick, it's all good, we got you covered. No, it wasn't like that. Because my dad's kids, prior to my mom, and I'm in my immediate family, as they cycled in through the house, it was always a challenge within that household to be on the top of any tier, right? That's not like mind crap that messes with you. That's just like reality of I'd wake up in the morning and my brother Dave would have little tacks facing up in my winter boots. Like, that's funny. Right? Right? As growing up, with siblings, it's always like this. The siblings can knock the tar out of you, but nobody on the block can knock the tar out of you, right? Because they're protective like that. Well, that was cool, but it was like none of the people on the block wanted to knock the tar out of me. It was like my siblings did. Stop that. It's not okay. So we grew from there. We started getting into the young teens age, right? So I'm in this position of very skinny boy. I mean, I was the thinnest dude, the most energized, ADHD type hell. But I was a real small, muscular build kind of guy back then. And we used to go to Grandma and Grandpa's for Christmas. That was always the thing that we did. Christmas was always, the bigger the present, the better as a kid. Am I wrong? That is it. That's right. I mean, that's just like the kids want that thing. Everybody's getting these big presents. I mean, the best thing was, here's a sled for the wintertime, Minnesota, and it's in this big box and it's wrapped and it's so gorgeous. It's like, wow, look at this monstrosity. That year, my 7th grade year, Grandpa gave me an envelope, a manila envelope. It's like, bro, this is small, right? It wasn't small. In that envelope, there was a certificate for Karate 1. It was a dojo in the basement of this Apache Plaza shopping complex. Mike Teitelbaum was the guy's name who was running it. Mike Teitelbaum. I'll never forget the name. I opened up this envelope and I'm like, well, Grandpa, what is this? Read it. Where's my present? Read it. So I read it. 3 months of karate. Paid. Can continue. That kind of a message like, this is your deal. I got my 2-minute one, I better hurry up. So I started karate, right? I started karate at that point. That was like the beginning of my martial arts experience. I'm 52 now. That's a long time ago. I've been kicking a lot. So from that point on, I was always the guy that got there first, left there last. Then I went over to Northland Karate Studios, Rick Caput. He was my mentor like no other because my dad he wasn't that guy. Rick Caput was for me. And I'd go into class, I'd get there first, he gave me the key, I'd go next door and I'd open up the dojo, turn on the heat, Minnesota. I'd go next door, get the Chinese meal, run in there, chow it like a madman. And then the heat's coming on, I'm like full belly, wham, wham, here we go, we're kicking things, we're going crazy because this was my outlet. ADHD needed something to settle the heck down. And it worked. From that point on, I started teaching at a very young age. A young kid teaching not only kids, but adults, and I'm looking up at them going, you want something I got? Yeah, I can use this. I can embellish upon this. I can bring it to my family. I can bring it to anybody and everybody. And I have that. The mountain mindset is simply this. No matter where you start, and there's a lot more, and that's going to go to memoirs someday, I promise. There's a lot more down there and in here. But that mountain mindset is like, I want to build people up to the point where you know you can do it even if you don't believe you can do it, because I'm there to help you to get there. And then once you start believing to do it, that you can do it, that mountain mindset will never let you down. It'll never let you down. Once you engage, once you start sticking that pick into the mountain and start climbing up, it's there forever. And I want to be that guy. We want to be those people to bring you there, to get you to that point where you never have to worry about climbing. So there's the short and the long. Could you all hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Connie? I think it is. Yeah.
20 minutes of Q&A now. Screaming.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Talk to us about your services for the class that you're envisioning for this.
Okay, so mountain mindset. In the martial arts world, you can do a dojo class, which is like all through the week. You come in and you learn your forms, you learn your basic kicks, your basic stances, and contact points. The classes that we do is more specifically towards women's self-defense. So WSDS, Women's Self-Defense Seminars. Typically it's a 3-hour course for the initial. The first hour we start getting into the mountain mindset. We get in the mindset of, like, how do I not be that 3-legged gazelle that's hopping through the forest and here comes the jaguar, right? You don't want to be the 3-legged gazelle. You want to have this mentality of when you come out of the Walmart, you got a little bit of swivel going on, right? You got to be aware of your surroundings. Get off your stupid box and focus on getting in your car and locking that door, right? Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
I feel like my hearing aids are really bugging me out here. That's the first hour. We start getting into warming up the body, warming up and learning some techniques, you know, like how do you stand? You don't stand like this when someone's coming at you, right? Right? You got to get a stance, and it's got to be a strong stance, and it's a strong mindset in that stance. And when you stand up to people, when you don't look like the 3-legged gazelle, there's a huge difference. When you walk around and you're that timid soul and you're kind of like that, you can't be scared of the world. That's not it. So that's the second hour. First hour is mindset. Second hour, getting warmed up. We're doing skills. And the third hour is my favorite. I put on a red man suit. I put a helmet on, and I'm double groined for good reason. I'm telling you. And then we have scenarios. One scenario might be you're in a building and you're going to an elevator, and that elevator is in a hallway that's really dark and freaky, and now you're wondering, wow, how did I get myself in this position? And then evildoer comes up and is, hey, can I have $1? Can I use your phone? I gotta call my kid. Okay, it's starting to get, oh, you have a child, so you must be a good person. No, get out of it. Get out of it. And then it's attack mode. And my objective is to take you and put you in my vehicle and do with you what I want to do with you. Bullshit. Mountain mindset. You don't let that happen. You don't take crap from anybody. You have some skill sets, and first of all, you don't put yourself in that predicament. But if you're in that predicament, I want to give you skills where you can at least drive them down. Please, Frank.
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, I seem pretty excited about this. So.
You should see me in class. Woo!
Yeah, passion being drawn is really incredible. So thank you for your passion in doing this. The space that is opening up for ladies, and I think that's what I heard you say.
Right. That's
that
right.
your business is to help ladies be more protective, more confident, all of those things. What drives that space for you from wanting to help for it fit for women?
That right there.
You're going to hit a chord, and I might even break down here, man. In the very beginning, I learned that my mom was a victim of sexual assault, sexual misconduct. It was from her very trusted, long-term employer. He's dead now. I didn't do it. But yeah. So that passion comes deep, deep, deep. You know what? We grew up in a single mom household. You protect mom, right? So that's where I'm at. I love the fact that I can get single moms coming in, they bring a daughter in there, or 2 daughters, and I have daughters that we train, right? That's the passion, man. That is, it's like, I've always been in that position where I as a young boy, right? Skinny old Patrick up in Minnesota, freezing my ass up. I was always that guy, like, somebody needs to help me, right? No, I'm not that guy. Anything else? Please.
So you've also been a military person, so thank you for your service
Yeah,
for that.
thank you.
How has martial arts, how did it shape you into going into something like that?
In the military?
How did martial arts shape you for the military?
I'm tracking you. So the martial arts is a very disciplined sport, right? It's a martial arts. It's a lifestyle for me, honestly. To have the discipline, to be in a class, to take blows. I mean, just like Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get smacked in the face, right? Mm-hmm. I had a plan, and I had been smacked in the face, and I got into the military with a guy who was like C's and D's as an average, and I'm up in the military going, I got this, mountain mindset. I'm going to excel. I'm going to exceed all expectations of Patrick. And next thing you know, it was the easy footstep from martial arts and a very disciplined up into the military, which is obviously very disciplined, yeah. I'd also like to bring my girls up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, here's the deal. Here's why I'm bringing them up. Get up here. Come on. Andale, venga, venga.
Does Emily count as one of your girls? You are a
She
girl.
understands as far as the mountain mindset and the martial arts training. They've both been training in the martial arts. Ellen had achieved her black belt, and Gracie had gone to purple belt, and the decision was to get into tennis. So, hey, good call, man. I mean, very physical, very active. But when these girls are in class, and whether I was training them or not, I stepped out of dad mode. I was in, now we're going to train hard mode, and this was real. And it got real in class, did it not? So, when we talk about training the mountain mindset and doing the training individual women and whatnot coming in, part of that training is all fights, typically a higher percentage of fights, start here and then they go to the ground. Oh, you feel that? Man, I'm hovering right now. So when we have women in the class, I can't say drop on the ground, I'm going to straddle you and I'm going to start slapping you around and you're going to fight out of it. No, I have these girls here and they do that. They sit on the ground, they slap them and they walk them through how to buck and roll and how to strike and how to look and get away from it, right? But then they look at the person that they just trained with and they say, so that's my dad. Comfort zone, comfort zone, comfort zone. We've been training a long time and he's the size guy, evildoer, that's going to come and get you and take you and do as he pleases with you, right? So that's just the perfect combination to bring these girls in and say, here's the ground level, here's where we're going with it, and I'm telling you, I'm going to speak back to Minnesota where I built a pole barn, right? And we had a fitness studio in there. Miss Emily would have fitness classes for ladies, everybody, every type, size, whatever. And then I would do martial arts for the ladies in there too. And then I started doing the women's self-defense seminars. Never did it before, ever. But I knew the skills, I knew the pattern, I knew I had the mountain mindset. And I'd bring them in there and I'd have this kind of like 2-hour session where I'd train them and then I'd attack them. And they would freak out, man. And the greater majority of them would break down. And when they would break down, because out of 4 women, isn't it about 3/4 that have had something minor to extreme that is inappropriate? I would start seeing these ladies going, broke down, nope, broke down, broke down, broke down. Oh my gosh. And then they would leave, they'd be crying, and I'd hear from Emily, say, something. And then they'd come back to the class and go, every woman needs to feel the vulnerability / I can do this. I've got that mindset where I can do this, right? I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to hand this out. Please ask. You got to open your mouth. Come on.
Maddie, what do you enjoy most about working with those ladies and teaching the foundations of that mindset piece, being who you are?
I mean, a lot of them that I've trained have been my age too, and like I'll still communicate with them afterwards, and it means a lot, like being able to see what I've done for these people, like having young girls my age be more confident and just being able to walk down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The responses from the ladies when they're done with the classes, it's always like, I can't tell you how imperative it was. And we do Wounded Warrior Program trainings too. So the women in those trainings, I can't straddle them. Not in the beginning anyway, but they can. Right? It's a comfort zone. And a lot of times that's the issue. They don't want a man on top. It's like, no, this is flashback. Oh, I'm going to freak out. We get past that. Miss Gracie?
Hi, Grace. It's good that I had an opportunity to get to meet you. What incredible daughters you have, my friend. Yeah. Gracie, what is it? How does it fit for you working with your dad in a space? This family communal thing. How does that feel? Is it a good thing? Is it difficult at times? Is there challenges? Or tell us about that.
I mean, with anything, if you're working with your parents, I mean, you live with them, they adore but I mean, it's different because he respects us and like he takes our, what's the word? Yeah, input into everything. So it's never like we're being shut down for anything. So you feel like you're also a part of it, and you're not just he's the boss of you and telling you everything to do. So it's like you're working together instead of he's your boss. So it's easier, yeah.
You've either got this gentleman or Sam.
I was going to just ask you really quick. There's a chance that we could be bystanders in an event. What's one thing you would tell us as bystanders if we come across something and the person we're fighting cannot defend themselves? What should we do besides call 911?
I was already, you want me to go?
No.
Okay, I was just taught when I had the classes a while ago is you yell fire because that's what they're gonna look out like. Is my stuff on fire? Is something, nobody cares about other people when it comes down to it, so it's always you yell something that it's gonna bring more attention to, and that's what I've always been taught.
What happens out there when somebody yells help? Holy shit, this is a great opportunity. Yeah! No, stop that. If this is going down and I'm trying to take somebody, throw them over my shoulder, power numbers. Why would you say, I might not be able to do anything? Go kick a kneecap off. Go kick them in the, right? Elbow something. Go do something. You got to do something in this world. That's the mindset, right?
Yeah.
Fair?
We're in
You
it.
can do it. We're not doing just women self-defense seminars. We do male training too. There's a mindset for males that like break out of that shell, guys. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of leadership too. Own it.
Own it.
Please.
Your program is for hire, right? And how many people do you need to run a course?
Thank you. So, can you hear me without this?
Yes.
I know. So here's the deal. We like to have, and all depending on that number, if there's 10, we have a smaller crew. If we're 20, we have a bigger crew. If there's 30, I need to pull some people in because putting on that red man suit and going a couple rounds with the ladies and getting kneed in the junk and the chest and getting pounded, man, I tell you, we did a program this past weekend. Alan and I did, and we got pounded. And I was tired. Yeah. So, what going back to your the answer you're looking for is, we will do a 10-person group, a 20-person, a 30, but we really have to plan on it because now you have to worry, what does that venue look like? I've talked to Eric here and I said, hey, what if I bring a seminar here? Would that work for you? He's like, do it. Move the chairs, bring some pads so when it goes to the ground, you're covered there, but do it. Right? Thank you. Where are you at?
He's in a meeting.
Okay, thanks anyway.
Online.
Yeah. You feel that mindset?
Yeah.
You feel that? Oh, man, I feel like Iron Man sometimes. I just hover above just because it's so awesome and so powerful.
So I have more of a comment because I also teach
Yeah.
some self-defense, and Emily and Patrick are maybe the first two people we met when we moved here, right? So they hold a very special place, and he's got way more experience than I do, and he's been nothing but a wealth of knowledge for what I am doing, and trying to grow what I'm doing. So I just want to thank you for being you. You're amazing.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I will have one other thing here. So I don't know how much time do I have before try to keep about 5 minutes. Okay, so this weekend, right, we had 9 gals. Oh, they were just like 15 to 18. Super precious, beautiful people, man. Beautiful people. One of them was like a newbie. I'm just going to watch for a little bit. I don't want to be attacked. I just want to maybe I'll hit some stuff. And then it's like, oh, that's my specialty. Because you feel like you can't get there, you're my specialty. So after a while, we worked on her, and we did the first attack, and she's looking at it like, I don't know. And I said, please, just try it. All you got to think of me is I'm the pad. You know what a body shield is for kicking, like cardio kickboxing? You kick the pad. All the difference is I'm wearing the pad. I won't talk mean to you. I'm just going to kind of I'm just going to try to do this and try to grab you, and you're fighting back. Come on, fight back, yeah. And you've got techniques coming in. We train these techniques before we do the attack, so you're not going, what do I do? Right? Basics. But then, we did the one attack with her, and it was mild. Then we did the second attack, and oh my gosh, I can't believe we did a third attack because it wore me out. That second attack, she's like, I'm going in the hall and I'm coming in next. You good with that? Yeah. That's power, man. I just gave that to her. That's in my mind. I helped you get there. Don't ever give it up. Any other questions?
Going back to when you first entered karate at a young age, what about that first experience made you think, you know what, I want to do this, I'm sticking with it?
I'm not kidding you when I say I have ADHD. I've lived with it my whole life. I've had just about every job that you guys have had out there. I've had it. I've trained it. I've studied it. I've passed the test. That's not like, oh, good God. That's like, holy hell, this is tough. It was something that would settle my hover. Mm-hmm. I go into class, and there are times where I'm like on point. You know, when you're like super uber focused on something, that's the way I am in class. And then the intensity. I mean, when we started going to this Mountain Shadows Martial Arts studio, Mountain Shadows Martial Arts, that's where we study, right? We brought energy in there that they just weren't used to. I gotta say, it freaked them out. And then also other people were coming in there going, dang, man, they got it. They got the energy, they got the skill level. We have a great staff that teaches there. Mountain Mindset is separate from that, but it's with that skill level, right? Also, I don't know if everybody knows that Miss Emily, my beautiful bride, is very much, I'm supposed to remember the tagline, the elevator speech. I'm sorry I screwed that up, but she is not only awesome with physical fitness, but nutrition. And she has a mountain mindset that I've learned so much from her. You can learn so much from her. It's a pitch, I get it. This is like, hey, here's my beautiful bride and what she does, but this woman's badass. I think if someone can kick my ass, it's this girl. Yeah.
All right, guys, we got time for the super question, or super special question. Who has the first presenter?
Do you have a paddle?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to?
You're the first or the second.
My special question is, what can we as a Colorado Springs business community do to help you?
All right, I'll tell you this. We worked long and hard on that little piece of paper that's on your desk. I'm going to tell you, and my family knows this as well as my friends do, the hardest thing for me to do is ask for something. That's just not my mentality. My abs just pulled in right when I said that. I'm asking for help. We want to build up our equipment, our tools for the operation, right? We need to get another suit. We need to get some pads that are safe and good for the kicking, so when we hit, we're not hitting a small pad and it's like someone's getting hurt. We don't get hurt. We hurt when we get the training. That's my ask. There's a QR code. That's right, I did that. I did that. There's a QR code. Buzz on that, please. We're looking at, I don't know. There's more than $1,200 worth, but I kind of like said, okay, because the QR code asked for that on a GoFundMe. The second part of that would be, if you are a realtor, an insurance agent, you are a service person at a bar and you're leaving at 2 o'clock or whatever at night, if you have a group of women, and I'm going to extend it out to men as well, but if you have a group of women for the Women's Self-Defense Seminar, and you think that they can benefit with what I can bring, what we can bring with the Mountain Mindset, contact me, and let's get this training going, because it's real, man. It is real. They come into the training, this isn't like cardio kickboxing where you're looking all sexy with your like very fancy Lululemon stuff. No, man, we go. And we
What's
go
wrong with
hard.
Lululemon?
Is that a pitch for Lululemon? Hey, thank you.
You did an amazing job, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Woo! We gotta get him to be an organizer up here. Get some energy in this building. Man, way to go, Patrick. Good job. So we want to thank our media sponsor, Flip Aguilera. He's also our tea sponsor, guys. If y'all are drinking hot tea, our man Flip here. Flip, you want to take the mic for a minute?
Sure.
So, how many of you, by show of hands, came to Memoirs on Monday? Right? How was that? What do you think of that Memoirs Monday? It was very powerful, right? So memoirs will be November 22nd, which is a Monday earlier than it's supposed to be, because we don't want to compete with anything that has to do with Thanksgiving. So November 22nd is the next memoirs, and that will be the last one of 2021. So make sure you come out if you're interested in speaking. The theme is Thankful for the Obstacles.
Thank you.
Thank you, Flip. We are going to have community announcements, so if you have any announcements, please line up and get ready for the community announcements. Our first timers, we want to welcome our first timers. If you're a first timer, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a good bunch. Good bunch. About 6, 7, maybe a little bit more I saw. Good job, guys. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. This is a great place, great community to be around. And then our organizers, if you can guys just give a quick little raise of the hand. That's one in the back. Jimmy, thank you. And alumni. Any alumni in the building? Frank? A couple here in the front. Welcome back, guys. Please check us out on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. Tag us, like us, share us. We're trying to grow the community for other people that don't know about us. We'd like the more the merrier, just because it's a beautiful place to be. And then the community announcements. We'll start with Sam.
I have a visual aid this time, so I'll have these in the back so that I don't leave them here. But the Spook Out Shootout is one of my favorite events every year. It's always the 2 weekends before Halloween, so here's a flyer so you don't forget about it. It's a great date night or for family-friendly fun. Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
All right, so tomorrow night here at 3 East Comedy Club, the women's group, Women Entrepreneurs Helping Women Entrepreneurs, or Wee-Wees, is putting on the Pumpkin Spice Basic Boss Party. So come check out some of our ladies and their local businesses. We're gonna have a basic boss costume contest and different prizes, donations, raffles, things like that. Come out, support Eric, support the venue. There's Eric. Thank you so much, Eric. Awesome. 6 to 8, 3. Come on out.
Hi, so today, myself and a member from BRW, Scott Jensen, we're holding an open seminar for small business owners, specifically those with employees. It's free to attend. Anybody can join us. We're going to be covering the Colorado Secure Savings Program. So that's some legislation that was passed recently by the governor. If you don't know what that is, we're going to discuss how that impacts businesses. Again, that's open to anybody to attend. That's at 2 o'clock today at the Penrose Public Library down the street.
Is this deja vu? Going back? So November 17th, Nerd Night at Kawadi. Who went to the last Nerd Night? Yeah, how fun was that also? So this time we have, I think we're gonna have somebody talk about wine. So if you want to nerd out about wine, go to Nerd Night. We're gonna have somebody talk about Tesla. If you want to know more about Tesla, go to Nerd Night. And then we're gonna have somebody from the Space Foundation. So if you want to know about space, go to Nerd Night.
Basically, go to Nerd Night.
Yeah, Friday morning, we have a group called Finally Friday. The last Friday of the month, the last one of the year at 9 o'clock, Pikes Peak, 5965 North Academy Boulevard. It's an experiment in collaboration where businesses come together, figure out the collaborative space and how we can connect with each other. And 9 o'clock, Friday morning, the last one of the year. Also, I'm the host of a radio program called the Encouragepreneur Show with Frank Sinclair. And the reason that I can say it up here is because we are trying to infuse encouragement and hope into our community through interviews with business people and nonprofit organizations. So if you're vulnerable and transparent about your story, please talk to me about getting on the list and coming on my show so that people can hear your incredible story. Thank you.
Thank you, all the announcers. That was a great line of people. Sometimes we'll have like 2 people and it's just the organizers. So good job in being proactive, guys. So we're going to introduce our second speaker. It's going to be a 6-minute journey of his of his journey, and then we're going to do a 20-minute Q&A. I didn't mention that last time, so that's what the Q&A part was. But Dennis Moffitt, he is with North Colorado Springs Rotary Club. He's going to do the 6 minutes, and then at the Q&A, he's going to have another member of the Rotary Club come up and kind of answer with him. So everybody welcome Dennis Moffitt.
Do I have to use this?
You don't have to. If you can
Can you
project.
hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. No worries. Sometimes if they record,
Yeah, that's
the only problem. You
Yep,
have to do
it's
that
fine.
for online.
Just
He said
keep
it's fine.
projecting.
Cool. Awesome. How's everybody doing this morning?
Yeah.
Cool. How many of you have ever not heard of the Rotary Club? You've never heard of the Rotary? Several hands going up. So how many of you that kept your hands down, you've heard of the Rotary, you know what it is? Okay, if you don't know what it is, what's the Rotary Club? I've heard of it, but what is it? The Rotary Club was started in 1905 in Chicago by a man named Paul Harris. He had an idea of how to help people out in the community, and he got several of his buddies, business owners, in the city of Chicago to join with him. And they started meeting, and they would meet around the city and literally rotate around in the different offices and discuss this. Within very few years, they started opening up clubs and opened up one in Canada and became international. And I don't know exactly the year, but they changed it to Rotary International because of that. And now Rotary is in more countries than the UN, literally. We have over 1.2 million members worldwide and over 35,000 clubs. And the Rotary, you don't know what the Rotary is, let me read you just a little bit, because this is a lot better than what I can say. The Rotary Foundation's mission is to advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace. And yes, it is possible. The Rotary promotes peace, fights disease, provides clean water and sanitation, sustains mothers and children. How many believe that's important? How many know that that's the greatest poverty group, single mothers, in the world? Okay. We improve education and strengthen local economies. Not only is Rotary Foundation international and worldwide, but the Rotary Foundation also is local. Each individual club has its own foundation, which is a separate entity from the Rotary International Foundation. The Rotary Foundation is the single #1 rated charity in the United States and #3 in the world. If you want to look up on Charity Navigator, you can find the rating and find out exactly where we stand. We take care of the money. We use the money for what it's intended for. Very little goes to administration. Most of the money, like over 99% of it, goes out to help the people, which is what it should be doing. Not everybody can do that. I understand different things for different folks, but the Rotary's entire goal, we are a service organization. All we do is service. Our byline is service above self. That's what has stood us throughout the years. We serve other people before we take care of ourselves. How many people think that's a good idea? Cool. How many of you have never been to a Rotary meeting, a Rotary club? Probably all the same hands as before. One of the things I'm going to do to you today, and my friend Chip, we're going to extend an invitation to you to come and see and visit. How many of you like volunteering and doing things for other people? There's no better place than the Rotary Club, because that's all we do. We're not a networking organization. Do we network? Yes, absolutely. We're not a social club. Do we socialize? Absolutely. Many great, deep, long-lasting friendships are founded inside Rotary clubs because we work together. Rotary is one of the #1 companies in the world as far as leadership. You get leadership training, not like we're sitting in a classroom teaching you how to be a leader, but you get leadership training by working alongside others, doing projects, going out in the community, helping people. Reaching out and helping somebody, like several projects that we do in our particular club with the North Springs Club. There's actually six, right? 6 clubs in the local area. And we're called the North Springs Club because when we opened 67 years ago, we were on the north part of town. It's not the north part of town anymore. We're at the Patty Jewett Golf Course. You know where that is. It's not anywhere near the north part of town. The town moved, we didn't. So we stayed there and just kept the name. So it helps. Anyway, so we meet together once a week. Attendance is not a requirement. You don't have to be there every week. What is the point? The point is, do you want to serve? We give dictionaries, over 1,000 dictionaries. We're talking big, thick, heavy, hardback dictionaries. And do the kids use them? Yeah, they do. They still got their tablets and their phones and all that. But they like to read. They love the pictures. These dictionaries are for third graders. We give them to third graders because third grade, that age, is a key to whether or not they wind up in prison or they wind up owning a business later on. Believe it or not, if they don't read by third grade, their chances of moving on and being successful is like less than 15%. Okay, so that's why we give them to third graders. We also have a huge project this year. We've done it for several years in a row now, and it just seems to be growing every year. How many know that in the military, the guys, how many here are previous or current military? Anybody? So do the words E2 and E3 mean anything to you? Okay. How much money do they make?
Nothing.
You know, change, pocket change, right? Okay, we have a project where we are feeding and providing Christmas gifts and Thanksgiving dinner to 100 military families, all those E2s and E3s, on the Air Force Academy. Believe it or not, there are some. Peterson, Schriever, and Fort Carson. So 25 people on each of those bases. So 100 military families are getting a $100 gift card from Safeway and also a $100 gift card from Walmart provided by our club to help them have a Christmas and have holidays. Because I know there's one family down there in Fort Carson. I don't know what the guy's been doing, but he's got 12 kids. You know,
you know what he's been doing. You know exactly what he's been doing.
I didn't know he was home that much. You know, so whatever. It's great stuff. But they need help. They need assistance, and we like to help them. We usually deal with the first sergeants, you know, and many times in years past we bought all the food, and then Safeway said, we'll provide the food. Hey, not a problem, we can do that. So someone in our club knows someone inside of Safeway, right, and we get all this food to these people, and we get help throughout this. We clean up parks, we provide, again, the dictionaries, educational reading programs. We help people all around town.
That's it. So now you get 20.
All right, guys, we got 20 minutes of Q&A.
Okay, Chip, can we come up?
You can ask whatever questions you
Before you ask the question, ladies and gentlemen, this is a good friend of mine from our North Springs Club. He's been there many years. He was president 4 years ago of the club, and last year was the district governor. That is 57 clubs in the southern 2/3 of the state of Colorado, or like 62,000 square miles. It's a lot of territory to cover. And so anything I don't know about Rotary, he's forgotten more than I know. So anyway, if I can't answer the question or I just have a good story, he has an answer to help. So you can ask me or Chip. And anyway, there's 2 members out here from our club, Mr. 3G and Emily. Awesome. Anybody have a question? Like, what is Rotary? What do you do? And how can I come? And what are we doing? Yes, ma'am.
How do you coordinate with other local nonprofits in the area?
How do we do what with them?
How do you coordinate or collaborate with other nonprofits?
Well, we assist others. Like, anybody ever heard of KPWE or the Karen Purcell Women's Endowment? They assist young ladies with all kinds of issues, whether it's poverty or children issues, abuse issues and stuff, and we support them regularly. A lot of times we will work with other organizations. Not every organization likes to have somebody to work with. Everybody likes to be independent, which is actually not a good thing. But we will work with anybody, anytime, anywhere, because our goal is service. And anybody who's willing to work with us, we work with other clubs. That's how the Military Families Project got started. We worked with the club up near Denver.
I can add one more thing. We also who's heard of, I hate to say this word, Kiwanis?
Yeah.
Anybody key clubs in high school? Okay, we have started working now with I think they have 5 Kiwanis clubs here in Colorado Springs. So imagine the power of multiple Rotary clubs and multiple Kiwanis clubs doing good for the community. Rotary also, as Dennis mentioned, has a foundation, the Rotary Foundation, And the biggest thing that they've been doing, how many have ever in their lifetimes, which many of you probably not because you're not old enough, heard of polio? Okay? Well, polio is a worldwide problem, right? And the Rotary Foundation, from the donations from the Rotary clubs and organizations outside of Rotary that donate to the foundation, have been trying to eradicate polio for years and years and years, and we're down to 2 new cases this year in Afghanistan. We've already lost 3 volunteers going out in Afghanistan that were shot and killed doing the polio vaccine. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, don't know what it's going to be called now, maybe the Bill Foundation with Melinda Gates, I don't know. but in any case, they match every one of our dollars. So our goal this year for the Rotary Foundation, which all of us have donated to in the Rotary clubs, was $50 million. The Bill and Melinda Gates threw in another $100 million. So we have $150 million to go after 2 cases in Afghanistan and keep the rest of the world safe. Just one of the many, many projects that big, as I call it, big Rotary does. Now, I'm old. I'm older than him. I'm a lot older. In 1968, I was in my 3rd year of college. That's old. That's old. One of the greatest things about getting old is gaining wisdom. You've heard that, right? One of the greatest non-things about getting old is you can't remember what the hell it was. But Rotary as an organization, and here in town there are 6 Rotary clubs, and that includes one that's in Woodland Park actually. But it is a very, very dynamic organization who used to be male, pale, and stale. But I am also an HR person, and I'm also an organizational person. And we have started in our club and in some of the other clubs in town. We're asking you to come and join us and see what you think, and become part of something that is much, as Frank was, much bigger than yourself. And if you're interested in doing that and live by these 4 standards, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? That's how Rotary got started. That's what those business people were trying to do, is clean up the ethics in business. So if you're interested in finding out more, then please join us. And you can join our club Wednesday, today actually, 12 o'clock, and at Patty Jewett Golf Course. We'd love to have you come and visit. Yes, sir, Frank.
The people that come into the Rotary Club because service, right? What a great word.
Yep.
It's like everyone should want to serve,
right,
in some capacity or not. And you seem to bring a lot of those things together. And specifically for you, Dennis, what was the driver that created the passion in you for Rotary and the mission of the Rotary Club?
Well, I'll be honest, when I first joined Rotary in California several years ago, I've been about 6 years in Rotary. I wanted to do it for networking because I saw all kinds of businessmen go into Rotary and do things and grow their business. That was my initial motivation. But as I worked in the club and hung around people that all they did was serve others, and it's not like I didn't have a service mindset, I just didn't fully understand what Rotary was doing. Several times I've been out in those classrooms handing dictionaries to those 3rd graders. These are kids that are like about 8 years old, right? Okay? And you got this big book that probably weighs as much as some of those kids. And you hand that dictionary to them, and you watch their face light up because they start to realize this is their book. And many of them around here have never owned a book before, and you're giving them a book, and there's a sticker inside that they can write their name on, and so it says Billy. This is Billy's book, or whoever, okay? And they open it up. A couple of years ago, this one little girl was looking through her book, and she comes running, I'm talking to the teacher. running up to us as the book opened. Look, teacher, it's Harriet Tubman. We just learned about her the other day. And she was so excited about it, and all the pictures brought it to life. And to watch those children's face transform, and to watch the women through KPWE, and watch their face, and watch their lives transform, and how much it means to them that somebody cared enough to help and do something. That's why we serve, because it's helping other people. We want them to enjoy life like we're enjoying life. If you don't want others to enjoy life like you, why are you here? You know, honestly. And there's been a hand back up there several times. Great.
Oh,
when do you meet? Because it said you today was to meet after this meeting. And so if I wanted to come and
yes, if you would like to visit a meeting, you really please talk to Chip or myself. The situation at Patty Jewett, you know, with all the post-COVID issues and some restaurants not being able to have enough food and things like that, they need to know how many people are going to be there so they can prepare enough food. So we really would ask you not just show up, but let us know so we can register you in, and they know that there's going to be 20, 30, 40 people there so they can have enough food. That's the only thing we ask, and before COVID that didn't exist, but now it does, and that's all you have to do, just ask me or Chip. But pretty much every Wednesday, if you need my card, contact info, it's available. I have cards for you. We meet at the Patty Jewett every week from 1:30. We have lunch for a half an hour. We have Rotary business. Different people talk about different things. And then we have a guest speaker. Like today, there's an organization called Beyond Valor. Anybody heard of it? Okay, a couple of you. They help children who have been trafficked. They're speaking today. We have a variety of different speakers come in, mostly nonprofits, not always. Sometimes we bring in entertainment. Why? Because it's fun. Okay? So we do a lot of different things like that because our goal is to find out who else out there is doing what we do and helping the community, and how can we collaborate together and work together doing those things. We want to work with them. And I've been focusing a lot this year in my presidential term on human trafficking, which is the greatest crime on the planet at the moment, and we want to learn more about it and what we can do to stop it.
Yeah.
And if we can rescue one child or one woman or one person, then we've been successful.
Yes, sir.
I have a question about sustaining your organization and young people. I think we have a generation of young people who think posting something on Facebook is social change or doing something for their community. Are you guys concerned at all that you have a younger generation coming up to support organizations like yours, Kiwanis, etc.?
Yes, we are. And one of the great things for you as the younger generation, or in it, or almost in it, is the fact that we have a lot of, no, we have some older people in there. I mean, they're still there, they're not going anywhere. They're very, very experienced in business, because that's why they joined, that's one of the reasons they joined it, right? So that experience is like a mentorship for any of you who are running, starting, or have a young business that you're trying to start. Right. So yes, we want younger people in there, not just for the sustainment of Rotary, but for the sustainment of our society. Right. Because your businesses are what will be around long after I'm looking up at the Daisy Roots, not down. So yes, we are trying very hard to euthanize, if that's what you want to say. Rotary.
Youth.
Not euthanize the other way. That's for us. But for you, Y-O-U-T-H.
That's a new word.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah. We got time for one more question and then the super special question.
Anybody?
I have one more, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead. Is that Eric back there? Is that, no.
I just want to, if I joined the club, what would I be doing day to day or for the events? What kind of things?
Well, in Rotary, we're all volunteers. We have a variety of projects. There's ways you can serve in the club. I'm the current president. We have a secretary, treasurer. We have other officers in the club. There's also different projects throughout the city and throughout the world. We have people that travel to Mexico and get involved in building things down there and providing clean water for people. You can do anything you want to. Why? Because you're a volunteer. Do you have to do any certain thing? No. But why would you join if you didn't want to?
Or if you have a project that you would like to champion.
That's right.
It's not being done. You can champion that project and hopefully get enough other volunteers from the club to get it started, or from all the different clubs here in town. How many of you seen, I'll finish with this real quick, the butterflies around town? You all seen those, the beautiful, that's done by the Downtown Rotary Club. That's their fundraiser. They gave $60,000 to District 11 for the arts this past fall.
Because of those
$60,000. That means they made $120,000, because some of it's used for other projects, right? They use it for. Can you imagine the school district getting $60 grand just out of the blue to do the contract?
Oh, by the way, most important thing, our club, the North Colorado Springs Rotary Club, is the most fun club in all of Colorado.
All righty, who has the super special question?
What can we as a Colorado Springs business community do to help you?
I'll take it.
I defer.
I defer to that. You can help us by participating. If you don't want to be a member of a Rotary Club, but your business is willing to volunteer some time, some precious resource, then we would love to have you help us out. Because we believe that by doing that, you'll end up eventually in a Rotary Club somewhere. That's how I got started. I got started with the ethics program at Doherty High School. And I just believe that the best way that you can help us is be willing to either support a project that we're doing financially, if at all possible, or just as importantly, with your time and your expertise and your passion.
You don't have to be a member to participate in a project.
All righty, thank you, Mr. Matthews. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Both presentations, both of them were amazing. Both people had just here to help. So that's awesome, and that's what this community is about. We did want to thank everybody again for coming out. Thank the presenters for coming. We are going to do 30 minutes or so of open networking if you'd like to stay afterwards. We do also want to thank the host, Eric. And I saw him sneaking off. He snuck up to the back, but Eric is lovely enough to open this venue up to us and have us have a place to come every week. So thank you, Eric. Please, let's be mindful of that and clean up after ourselves, please. Our cups, our napkins, whatever else we have. He's opening this up to us to have an open space. So please help him out with cleaning that up. And that'll be it, guys. This was a good one today. And everybody have a good week, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Yeah. Cool, but this is